Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where legends are made and titles are won. Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Auburn Tigers return team didn't help matters out much with that one. You have to live with this result every second of every day for the next year, guys.
Some of the greatest sports talk radio takes place in the state of Alabama because of the rivalry and the trash talk that goes on between Auburn fans and Alabama fans. It is must-listen radio, David. It's incredible.
And it's must-watch TV. Like, no matter what the records are, it seems like it's always a good game.
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. The 10. Touchdown, Alabama! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Get it out on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
And it'll be down right there. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. At the 40, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. They're lining up to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Kane. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Gonna take a shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the running back. Pushing ahead, a tough run. Picks up 4. It's down at the 15. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Going for the big play. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the 1st quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the 2nd. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on 1st down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Takes the easy completion. Smashes through. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. To the air, it's Thorne. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is.
Headed to the end zone, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Auburn.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Running with power. At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The last time these two clashed in the Iron Bowl, it was the Tide winning a Classic.
And the Tide have done a great job in recent history of owning Auburn, doing a great job of winning this series. But they respect them every single. They know they won last year, but every year there's a healthy level of respect for this Auburn Tiger team.
Yeah, and I think back to last year's game. For Alabama, it was their best players making the big plays late in the game. And this game this year is littered with game changers on both sidelines. Both Auburn and Alabama have the guys that can break this game wide open. So we're going to see a great one here.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking down the middle. Got his man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Lambert-Smith. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Give to the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Thorne. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
A little screen to the running back. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job.
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Now on second down. To throw, it's Milroe. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. They'll immediately call timeout. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The number one job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. No, he just flat ran over it. He smashes his way through again. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield.
Open runway ahead. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Takes the handoff. It's Young. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on the move. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Let's go! Flip. Hey, Cam! Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They've got the screen set up. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. With the catch, it's Lambert-Smith. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Tigers are marching down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Nice move there. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Using the quick game. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. On the move, it's Thorne. They're working that left side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
This offense trying to quiet the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Floats it out in space. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. He's got it on the move. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him.
Touchdown, Auburn! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Kane. Makes a move. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt, to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
On to attempt the try. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They'll go to the ground. Keeps the legs moving. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He'll bring it back. It's Kane. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for a block. It's Adams. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, to get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Red pass, it's complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Gives him the big stiff arm. Got room at the 35. Flying down the left side. Touchdown Tide. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Scanning the field, it's Thorne. Looking for a deep man. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's fair weather. The expressway is wide open. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Touch pass on the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
PAT unit on the field. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Out of the backfield, he's open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Young. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They go to the ground. Got the 1st down and more. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Power football with the run. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Trying to run, it's Young. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it to the right side. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will give them the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Fair catch called for and made. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter.
It's complete. A huge pickup. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Lofts one deep down the right side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. To the air, it's Thorne. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, what a play by the defender. Thrown into the end zone, he swats it away. When a game's this close, this late, that's a play when we look back on this one that maybe helps win the game for this team.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. Past the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And, man, the offense has the lead, has the football. All you got to do is run the clock out, maybe be conservative, run the football. They chose to throw, and the defense makes them pay.
When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with a losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded, and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, yes, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.